and gentlemen. My name is Brandon Marshall, and today I will be talking to you about Motorola and Huawei. Motorola is a mobile communication industry, which means they make cell phones, laptops, smartwatches, smart speakers, stuff like that. Huawei it was made in China, and it's just like Motorola, which make the same thing: cell phones, smartwatches, laptops, and everything like that. Except it was made in China, and Motorola was made in the U.S. Motorola was found 90 years ago in Chicago by a man named Paul and his brother named Joseph. In 1986, China selected Motorola to supply the country's first cellular system, which means Motorola been around for a really long time, and it's been in more than one country, so to let you know that Motorola is very known. Motorola was the first ever Motorola's first ever production was a battery element. Huawei was found 30 years ago by a man named Renzi. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's a former engineer in a People's Liberation Army. Huawei is the third largest smartphone in the world behind Samsung and Apple. So Huawei is a bigger company than Motorola now, but Motorola been out longer, which lets you know that Huawei is a very good phone company to use. Huawei has partnered with about 80% of the world top telecommunication companies. Huawei increased its earnings by 30% in 2010, which means Huawei is doing something really good if their percentage boosts up 30% in 2010. So downsides of Huawei CFO is being arrested, is being accused of fraud. The FBI, the CIA, and NSA says do not use Huawei phones because it says they have some type of spy camera in their phone, and Huawei is spying on people who use their phone. So that's a really bad thing that's gonna hurt Huawei phone company. Motorola downfall is the cameras have never led to its industry. Motorola, they updates is very terrible, so which means they don't really update their phones. They stick with the same system throughout the years, and they don't fix no bugs, I guess. And the design, the glass design, they said is very messed up. I guess it's just not comfortable to use. From experience, when I used Motorola a long time ago, I could say that the camera was very bad. It wasn't the best. I mean, it wasn't a bad phone, but the camera was terrible, and the graphics wasn't that great. But it was a phone, so. Here goes a video about. I'm going to show you all a video about Motorola industry and how they factory work. Also, this factory of Motorola is one of the multiple factories, and this one is in India. And in the next video, this video is gonna show one of the factories of Huawei. In conclusion, both phones are very good phones. From what I know of, I only use Motorola. I never use Huawei, but from the reviews I've seen and people telling me, it seemed like a good phone too. But in my opinion, I'm gonna have to take Motorola for being the best phone, only because of what recently just happened with Huawei, with the CFO just being arrested, and the FBI telling us not to use Huawei because they spying on people that use their phones. And I don't think nobody wants to have a phone when it's spying on them. So in my opinion, I'm gonna have to take Motorola over Huawei. Thank you.